As part of the component 2 of the EDUCAS course, we're going to be studying about magic and superstition. And in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about curse tablets. Right, here's page 21 of book 3 of the Cambridge Latin course, and here you have a curse tablet. The Latin word for a curse tablet is defixio. Defixio, literally something that's been nailed down, fastened perhaps. We don't quite know whether the Romans actually used that word, or at least it doesn't appear in the curse tablets that we've been found. The curse tablets that we're going to be talking a lot about here are going to be from Bath. So in Bath, in Aquae Sulis, in the main spring there, because the site is associated with the goddess Sulis, or in the combined Roman British form Sulis Minerva, a lot of people have put these curse tablets down that sacred spring in the hope that Sulis or Sulis Minerva will pick them up and, well, carry out the curse and carry out the wishes of the people who's written these curse tablets. Over hundreds of curse tablets have been found in the Roman baths in between 1979 and 1980. 130 curse tablets were found, and they typically are rolled up, so you have to be very careful in unrolling them in order to just see what is there. The difficulty in accessing the curse tablets is not just in the unrolling, but also in deciphering the handwriting, in working out which order or which way the handwriting is written, and just to add in a bit of magicality to it, sometimes they add in a few gobbledygook words in there as well. Famous examples of these are like words like bescu or berebescu or bazagra. It's almost like if I were writing a magical curse and I add in abracadabra or something like that. So they're not meant to mean anything, but they're meant to add a sense of magic to it. All sorts of reasons drove people to write curse tablets. It might be about a thief, it might be about love, it might be about being done wrong by someone, it might even be jealousy. So in stage 20, which stage was it? It was stage 22, wasn't it? In stage 22 of the Cambridge Latin course, in those sentences at the start of the story, you may remember an old man going into the baths with the amulets. It's not a curse tablet in that sense, but with an amulet. And when the old man left, the thief who was hiding behind the column decided to go and fish it out. And what he found surprised him, because in that amulet, the old man had inscribed on there curses or death to all thieves. So naturally, the thief was surprised, and thus that certainly is a reason why people might write on curse tablets. Just to explain why the amulets was used there, sometimes it's quite good because you're entering into a contract, I suppose, with the goddess, or you're trying to get her to do a job. It's often quite good to have some form of payment. So curse tablets are a bit of paper, I suppose, like an order form. But if you actually put in amulets, then that puts more of a payment to it. It means the goddess might actually have to respond to you because you've put the deposits in for that job. So it's quite fair, isn't it? I suppose it means that you're not trying to fleece off the goddess. Right, I just want to introduce one curse tablet in the Roman baths to you. This isn't actually my PowerPoint, but it should be able to do the trick quite well. So the curse tablet that I want to introduce to you, let me try and see if I can find that laser pointer. Yeah, that's it. It's this one here. And I think this is the original form of it when it was completely screwed up and put into it. And this is a carbon copy of the curse tablets. So how do I get to the next slide? There we are. It's the what is a curse tablet that refers to Wilbia. Um, you know, the Wilbia in our Cambridge Latin course in stage 22. It could well be that a character called Bulbus wrote this because a Roman soldier called Modestus came along and stole his girl. It could be, depends on whether the word is actually Wilbia or fibula, which means a brooch. But actually, that would work too, because Wilbia had a brooch, right? Um, these are all capital letters, but as you read it, there are actually a lot of words that you would know if you can read this curse tablet. What I mean is, you already know the Latin words, but it's the way that the curse tablet is written, which means you can't immediately understand it. To put it quite simply, the word order is correct, read from left to right, but each word is written backwards. Now, this isn't the only way curse tablets can be written. You can write the whole thing backwards. You can write it, you can sort of get to the end of the line and then it turns around if you wish. But in this case, the sentence is written from left to right, but every word is spelled backwards. Just to give you a context of the wax tablet, of the curse tablet. The curse tablet is made of lead alloy sheets. A strip has been cut from the left side later, so the message is incomplete. So perhaps in some ways this is damaged. And this here, this is lead tablet. Lead's quite useful because it's quite malleable. Malleable means that the metal can be easily shaped or easily creased, as you can see. So let's see what this wax. I'm going to keep saying this. I don't mean wax tablet. Let's see what this lead tablet. Let's see what it says. All right. Oh, okay. Maybe not yet. First 3.5 lines are written with a blunt stylus point. The remainder with a sharper implement, perhaps by a different person. And as you know, Wilbia becomes Wilbia. Is it going to show us which word is Wilbia on here? Right? Wilbia, Vilbiam, and that corresponds to V-I-L, although the light up goes this way for the L. B-I-A-M, Wilbiam. Let's actually see what this curse tablet. Yes, that's what I meant. Let's see what this curse tablet says. Right. Qui mihi William involavit sic liquat como aqua, qui eam involavit Wilvina ex supereus Verianus Severinus Augustalis Comitianus Minianus Catus Germanilla Jovina. I'm going to show you where the first 3 lines is. The rest of it seems to be names, so I'm just going to give that a miss. So we start with qui. Now the letter I is missed off. You can just about see the Q here, and you can just about see the beginnings of the U. Mihi is next. Mihi. Wilbiam, we had earlier. Wilbiam. Involavit. So involavit sort of starts here. I-N, and then you've got no V. There's an O-L-A-V-I-T. You can see the L is, yeah, actually the L is written that way. No, that makes sense. Sic, S-I-C. Liquat, I think that's L is here. I-Q-U-A-T. Liquat. com or commo, and then aqua. It sort of loses itself a little bit afterwards, doesn't it? I can't quite see the qui next. It all seems a bit blurred, but according to this, it says qui eam involawit again. There's a bit of repetition. I don't know if that quite makes it more magical. There's certainly a T-A-E-L, but it doesn't logically make sense as a word, so I'm not quite going to guess what is there. Right. So, and what it means is this. Okay, it should come up next. All right. May he who has stolen Wobia become as liquid as water. So he who um, took away my Wobia, thus liquefy as if water. And then it goes on to say, he who had taken her, and then it gives a list of things. So he who had taken her, that would work assuming Wobia is a woman, but if it's something rather than someone, then that's why it can be translated as it, right? Now, below is a list of culprits. I've got no independent sources to verify whether they actually did anything wrong, but whoever wrote this cursed tablet clearly thinks that there's a good chance that they had done it. So he wishes to curse. There's a long list of people, really. Wawina, Exupereus, Werianus Severinus, Augustalis, Comitianus, Minianus, Catus, Germanila, and Jovina. Alright, apparently the fact that some of them are women's names makes the fact that Wilby is a girl unlikely. You can draw your own conclusion on that. Of course, they might be partners in crime, so who knows? To know for this topic of superstition and magic. So you're expected to understand what curse tablets are, or to be able to explain what curse tablets are, what people would do with it, what's the effect, why might people use it. So you would need to be able to discuss it as part of the story or part of the theme. So perhaps in some of the texts, people may be cursed, and you will need to be able to use this to inform your answers. So know what it is, be able to say certain features about it, the features that I've described perhaps, be able to talk about this specific curse tablets, which you can see is the curse tablet that we're discussing in this video, and be able to explain the motive behind someone who would handle this curse tablet. So this is picture 2 alongside other pictures that, or other ancient sources that we also need to be familiar with. Curse tablets. I say 3 other. This one's double-sided, so this is actually the same curse tablet. You can see perhaps from the boundaries of where it was, how it was double-sided. They're written in a different letter form, and for some of them, like this one and this one, I think the second line is written back to front, but the other ones are written in the correct order. I think the best way to understand the curse tablet is is to do a quiz, but I'll try and get one to you at some point soon. Also, Yeah, what else was I going to say? Can I remember? Okay, so yeah, the best way to do it is to do a quiz and make sure you treasure everything that you've learned in this video because it's going to be relevant to your exam and because well, hopefully you will never need to do it one day to use a curse tablet. But in case you do, you may as well practice making one. So create a curse. Quite handily, I've provided, the person who's done this PowerPoint has provided how you might be able to write in the cursive style. This is actually how Romans would have written uh, on wax tablets anyway. If you've been to Winterlander, a lot of the letters that you find there are written with these letters in mind. Also, some of the letters that you've seen in the museum at Cirencester in Cotswolds will have been written in this form as well. So write a curse, and please can I ask you not to write a curse about anyone in the class or in the school. I probably have to fill in paperwork, and it's just too much effort. Be inspired by some of the things that the other curse tablets have done. So I will put this PowerPoint on so that you can see in more detail how the others are done. And I'd like you to write a curse tablet. Hopefully no one's offended you recently, but if you do, then as long as it's not someone in the school, then you can decide to write what their crime is and then go on from there. The goddess you're dedicating to is Aquaisulis, but if you wish to use another god or goddess because they're more appropriate to your crime, why not look them up? If it's about love, then it's obvious who to go for that. If it's about trade, unlikely, then again you can pick the relevant god. Decide on the appropriate action for the god to take. I think the one on stage 22 just says die, but if you wish to be more, how should I put it, elaborate in what you hope this person to be, then you can. You may not know who exactly is the culprit, or there might be some partners in crime. So let's have a list of names, and to make it extra magical, let's give it some magical words. You can write each of your words backwards, or you can do something more elaborate. I think in this PowerPoint, for the third curse tablet, it talks about the bustropedon method, where it goes from left to right, and then it sort of curls around from right to left. You can go for that. You can write the whole of the first line front to back, and then you can write the whole of the second line back to front. That's also a possibility. Write in the cursive letter form if you wish, and yeah, maybe add a little. You remember those scribbles that you see on graffitis on walls in Pompeii? Perhaps you can add some of those on there as well to maybe to illustrate what you want the god or goddess to do. Remember, these things tend to be scratched on using a stylus or something blunt, so you're not really forming really broad strokes as you write. You're really forming very thin strokes there. Now, you don't have to do this on a word processing program like Word or OneNote. You don't have to do it there. You can if you want. The autocorrect will drive you mad, I promise. You can maybe make your own on a piece of paper, on a whiteboard. You can perhaps even create your own curse tablets by finding some material and doing it on. You know what the original looks like, because you can find it on page 21 of your textbooks, and perhaps you can find other examples as well. I don't quite know if you can see that there. So be creative, and once you've done it, take a photo of it and put it onto OneNote. Take a photo of it and send it over to me, and perhaps I can get your piece of work onto the excellent workboard. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, Right, before you actually curse me, I'm going to let you get on with that. But do some research if you wish. A good place for you to do some research about cursed tablets, if you want to make this really exciting, is, if I can click out of this PowerPoint, how do I do that? Yeah, is to go on the Cambridge Latin course website and go to um, go to the Cambridge Latin course website, go to online activities, and under stage 22 at the bottom, I'm going to have to speak very slowly just for the internet to catch up. Online activities, book 3, stage 22, and at the bottom of stage 22 you should be able to see Roman cursors here, which will have some links to different curse tablets, and of course if you want to see this one in more detail you can by clicking on it. Hopefully it would yes, it will show up on Flickr. There it is in all its glory. Alright, let me know how you get on. I really would look forward to seeing those lovely works. Take a good photo of it. If you really want to make some authentic experience, perhaps you can bake it. Ooh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?